The News Line.
Hello and welcome back to People's TV. In recent Middle East developments, we previously covered the Israeli airstrikes in Doha, Qatar, which specifically targeted Hamas leadership. Following these strikes, Qatar reportedly issued an ultimatum to Israel: issue a public apology, or Qatar will withdraw as mediator and host of ongoing peace talks. Frankly, this claim reads more like a punchline than a serious diplomatic stance. Qatar has long played a double game. While presenting itself as a key mediator and host for peace negotiations, it simultaneously provides shelter to terrorist leaders, funds extremist operations, and serves as the base for the pro-Hamas network Al Jazeera. In practical terms, Qatar's actions align more with a state supporting terrorism than a neutral peace facilitator. Unfortunately for Qatar, Israel appears no longer interested in peace talks, and for good reason. Every delay further endangers the lives of the hostages, and there's no certainty that all of them are still alive. Even former President Trump has claimed that the hostages may already be dead. While Israel has not issued an official statement, the scale and intensity of its ongoing military operations suggest a similar assessment. The country's actions make it clear, Israel is not focused on a ceasefire. If a truce were truly a priority, the attacks would not have been escalated to such a level. Naturally, Qatar is suddenly all for a ceasefire. After all, losing Hamas, their beloved cat's paw, would be utterly devastating. They are clearly concerned about the well-being of everyone involved, except that compromising or appearing even slightly humiliated is completely off the table. In a display of generosity only Qatar could manage, they're offering to host ceasefire talks, on the condition that Israel first issues a public apology. How heroic of them. We can be certain Israel has no intention of bending over backwards to soothe Qatar's wounded pride. Even Marco Rubio, fresh from a special tour in Israel, had to make a detour to Qatar, where the Qataris presented their delicate request to both Israel and the U.S. via him. Naturally, they seem to expect the U.S. to lean on Israel as well, because why settle for a little humiliation when you can demand global assistance in securing your public apology? Of course, attacking a sovereign nation is never acceptable, at least in theory. In Qatar's case, however, they slept with dogs and woke up with ticks. Israel has made it clear their issue is not with Qatar, but with Hamas. To add insult to injury, Hamas wasted precious time, refused to release hostages, and offered endless excuses to delay any resolution. Israel responded with targeted strikes, and yes, they even warned Qatar, which predictably ignored the caution. With 40 out of 48 hostages reportedly already dead, Israel has nothing to lose and absolutely no reason to issue an apology to Qatar. Freed hostage Emily Damari revealed in a TV interview that Hamas leaders reportedly stated they would lay down their arms if Israel guarantees them safe passage out of Gaza. This development shows that Hamas has finally understood the reality of facing the IDF. They have realized that the Israeli military cannot be defeated, an army that has even successfully confronted Iran. Its intelligence service is highly advanced, surpassing many global counterparts. Hamas fighters are in a vulnerable position, even though the IDF is advancing cautiously due to human shields. Israel has no reason to issue a public apology. Hamas is facing a critical turning point. The call for a ceasefire is not coming from Israel, but from Qatar, which is requesting one along with a public apology. This reflects Qatar's attempt to protect its interests and maintain influence over Hamas. The U.S. has stated that ceasefire talks cannot proceed without Qatar, which is accurate. The issue, however, is that Israel does not appear to need ceasefire negotiations at this stage. This may be because Israel has a far clearer understanding of the hostages and their conditions than the rest of the world. Only time will reveal how the situation unfolds. If this report helped you see the situation on the ground clearly, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to People's TV, where truth has no agenda, and facts speak louder than spin.
Subscribe us for more details.